네가 좋아 really yeah 널 좋아해.
Hello everyone, welcome to Sangmyeong University Live. Today we are having 3 sessions. The first session is about connectivity. Session 2 is about coexistence. Session 3 is our imagination. Actually, we are in the cafe space with very keeping safely quarantine rules here. Our guest is waiting there. So also they are looking forward to seeing you soon. So let's move on to the session 1. We're going to talk about connectivity by language in session 1. What is your connectivity? Where can you find it? Korea is a very fast-moving country. Even logistics are very fast under COVID-19. I'm not only talking about simple movement. I would like to share with some kind of emotional, historical, cultural, and identical connectivity. We cannot define this as one design code. It's very various mixture of living lives. Korea is all mixture of fast and slow, tradition and modern, organically connected. Very interesting place. Korean is unique language. Hangul might be able to give us an answer. As you can see, our old Korean language is a bit different form from contemporary Hangul. Shape looks changeable, but meaning is in succession. It's getting simplified and integrated with very new expression. Sometimes I cannot understand young generations' simplified way of talking, what they talk, but we are getting to know each other with this new expression. Rhythm and new interpretation are moving to generation with Korean culture code and identity. So, artistic arbitrary in Hangul is reflecting contemporary cultural metaphor and also becoming very inspirational element in design as well. I'm going to show you one video called Feel the Rhythm of Korea, Seoul version. There are so different kind of version, like Jeonju version, Jeju version. I like this video. It's fascinating and fantastic mixture of tradition and modern life and rhythmical Korean language. Korean tourism organization support us. It's free copyright. Thank you. Let's look at this now.
밤 내려온다 봄이 내려온다 장님 깊은 골로 대한 짐승이 내려온다 몸은 덜숭덜숭 꼬리는 잔뜩 핫팔이 넘고 해머리 흔들며 전동 같은 앞다리 동화 같은 뒷발로 양기 찌어지고 새낙 같은 발톱으로 잔디뿌리 왕모래를 촤르르르르 그치며 주홍잎떡 버리고 허리랑 하는 소리 하나니 묻어지고 땅이 툭 꺼진 한듯 차례 정신없이 목으로 움츠리고 가만히 엎젖었다 밤 내려온다 봄이 내려온다 송이 깊은 골로 한지생이 내려온다 누이 머리를 흔들며 향기 쭉 찢어지고 몸은 얼쑥덜쑥 뿌리는 잔뜩 밤 내려온다 봄이 내려온다 송이 깊은 골로 한지생이 내려온다 누이 머리를 흔들며 향기 쭉 찢어지고 몸은 얼쑥덜쑥 뿌리는 잔뜩 밤 내려온다 봄이 내려온다 밤 내려온다 봄이 내려온다
Did you enjoy music? there are a variety of change and forms in Hangul design. I would like to introduce some. Especially Hangul is very flexible and beautiful shape and calligraphy. Its changing depends on people's hands moving and creating all different kind of unique forms. Ahn Sohee is typographer and also a professor in Hongik University. He is very well known for his unique and new forms of Hangul typo. It's flexible, also geometrical shape as well. It's very changeable. Hangul is based on mouse shape following sound moving, very scientific language. As you can see, many of Korean artists are trying to interpret with their sound toward visual element. It's their own dialogue, but Korean people understand aesthetic of visual language because of our unique cultural connectivity. It's also expressed in our space with vibrant colors. It might be able to say geometrical elements are adapted with language as a clear rhythms in their relationships. It's simple, clear, but beautiful. Even we can find geometric shape of Hangul in outdoor. This is Ahn Sohee's very famous unique Korean typography. How about furniture? We can sit down on the language every day using. The construction of Hangul language in design maybe refers to finding new relationship. Jacques Derrida mentioned text cannot cling to the author's intention or affirmation, nor can it be anything of a single interpretation. Deconstructed elements of Hangul is becoming something new and design with reinterpretation, reconstruction, recreation. It's Shanghai's Expo Korea. As you can see, language is moving toward 3D shape and reconstructed as an architecture. Language is creating subtle connectivity with concrete and colorful artistic factor. Artist Kang Il-jung, colorful variation artworks inside space. You can see the colors, typography inside. There's a negative space and positive space there. You can see inside. His work, Kang Ha-moon's big front covering membrane was his artwork when it reconstructed. Very famous. And there are more about examples of various materiality like wood, metal, plastic, with various colors. Also, this Professor Jun Jaehyun's design. He is Sangmyeong University's Industrial Design Department professor. His work is very interesting, colors very vibrant. He deconstruct and also reconstruct with consonants and vowels of Hanguls in his design. So it's very unique. Especially his design gives people to feel enjoyable experience in public space. You can experience there outdoor. There's a lot of different kind of chairs. You can experience it with enjoyable moment with other people. Lastly, can we move on to the Professor Jun Jaehyun's pre-interview about language and design? Then see you session 2 later after the interview. See you. Oh, we are waiting for 2 guests waiting for together. So we can see you soon after the video. Okay?
안녕하세요. 상명대학교 산업디자인과 교수 전재현입니다. 이렇게 여러분과 만나게 돼서 반갑습니다. 오늘은 세션 1의 주제인 커넥티비티의 한 요소로서 저희 디자인과 한글에 대해서 이야기를 나누고자 합니다. 한국의 일상의 언어인 한글은 제 작업에 영감을 주는 중요한 요소입니다. 한글이라는 언어가 가진 외형의 요소를 다양한 패턴으로 재조합하고 그것을 조형의 언어로서 새롭게 창조하는 디자인은 일상의 변주것과 같습니다. 자음 모음의 비유가 색의 변주는 평면으로 혹은 그 구조물 형태의 3차원적인 모습으로 다양하고 새롭게 변모해서 우리에게 시각적인 즐거움을 안겨줍니다. 한글날에 광화문 광장에 설치했던 그 조형 작업은 그런 의미에서 세대와 세대를 잇는 연결성을 갖는 문화적 요소로서 공감대를 형성할 수 있었죠. 디자인은 늘 혁신적이고 새로운 창의성을 요구합니다. 새로움이라는 것은 무엇일까요? 나에게 새로움은 과거와 현재 그리고 미래를 이어주는 연결의 매개체인 한글로부터 시작합니다. 과거와 현대 언어의 표현 방법은 정체되지 않고 새롭게 변모하지만 그 뿌리는 여전히 계승되고 있죠. 그 안에서 혁신성을 찾을 수 있다고 생각합니다. 어쩌면 과거는 현재가 더 쉬운 프레임으로 재해석되고 있는지 모르겠습니다. 나의 디자인적인 여러분들과 공감할 때 매일 다른 문화가 만들어줄 수 있는 것 같아요. 이런 언어 해석의 변주가 우리 한국의 미학을 대표하는 중요한 요소가 아닌가 생각이 듭니다. 여러분만의 언어는 어떠신가요? 어떠한 연결성을 가지고 있나요? 우리는 새롭게 재해석하고 디자인할 수 있습니다. 안녕하세요.
동네에선 어린 아가들이 도담도담 잘 지내고 이웃형은 단이 논단다. 어머, 어여쁜 소년에 깜짝 마주했단 사랑이는 윤수를 비춰 몰래 얼굴을 빤히 본단다. 한가운데의 아름들이 나무 뒤로 꽃가람을 따라 설렁설렁 산책하고 있자면 이 아름다운 한국인데 이렇게 고운 동네인데
얼쑤 하나 둘 노 나다라 마바사 아자 차가차바하가 노 나다라 마바사 아자 차가차바하가 나다란 바람아 세워주려 누나가 강하 그래 야가 착하다 시원해 아이고 착하다
우리 함께 아름답게
마치 가나다같이 모두 나같이 좋구나. 금이는 나의 다섯손이 금이와 가시보시 하고 보아 그대의 볼 우물에서 정이면 참 난 가난하다지만서도 어릴 적부터 그런 나는 그저 막혔구만. 나 가나다라도 확실히 깨우치고 감동을 선물하리다 두고 보여주겠어. 한석봉의 필력과 한글이 가진 힘을 이미 반은 내게 넘어왔지. 지 마련해 놓을게 어서 새집 따오두고 봐.
너와 나 함께 누영나영 신압으로 행복할 생각만 하니 괜히 신나불어. 이 아름다운 고백인데 이렇게 다른 소리인데
아무 길리가 없지. No 나다라 마바사 아자 차가차바하가 No 나다라 마바사 아자 차가차바하가 나다란 바람아 세워주려 누나가 강하 그래 야가 착하다 시원해 아이고 착하다
우리 함께 아름답게
마치 가나다같이 모두 나같이
백그라운드. Welcome back to the session. Welcome back to the session too. Hello, everyone. Did you enjoy music as well? Our topic session 2 is tradition and modern space with people. Today, I invite two special guests here. Really appreciate coming for our program. Hello, Professor.
Hi.
I'm going to introduce, here's Professor Kim Jung-hyun from School of Architecture, Hongik University. Hello, thank you for
Hello.
coming. Also, another guest is adjunct Professor Kim Jung-ok from Textile Art and Fashion Design at Hongik University.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, I'm very pleased to see here everybody. Welcome to our show. Today, we're gonna talk about coexistence, tradition, and modernity in our architectural space by Seoul City project. We work together. Actually, it's co-creation project and having complex challenge, but very meaningful because our societies confront complex challenges and it can be solved with collective perspectives. Professor Kim Jung-hyun, we are actually having special moment. We all met together, right?
Oh yeah.
And we are something very different area from all different area, but we suggest a very interesting project. To us, you suggest us.
Yeah.
So could you explain a bit about our stories?
Yeah, I'm gonna briefly explain how we met together and how we started the project. I'm gonna show you some image. That the Seoul City government holds annual exhibition for traditional architecture. Like 2 years ago, they want me to design exhibition booth, and they gave us this image. But there was like previous exhibition pavilion, and I really didn't like it because
Not very fascinating.
it's
It looks a bit old.
it's too obvious. You know, they took just traditional elements and put together. I thought it was too kitschy. I thought we should do more than that. So I was like thinking I should get some inspiration, and Professor Park invited me on exhibitions, and I happened to go on
Yes, I
exhibition.
did. I invited Professor to 5 miniature exhibition running by our Sangmyeong University Gallery in Seoul. So when you came our places, you look like very inspired by fiber materiality.
Yes.
So those fiber materials made kind of very good connection each other.
I think so. Yeah. As you see in the image, that's the artwork I was inspired. There's textile art, of course, and it was made of a perf material. It's a tree. It's a tree fiber. And I was fascinated because it's translucent as well as structural. That's why I was like, if we could build something like this, in an architectural scale, it'd be really nice.
Yeah, it's non-woven, non-knitted. It's like just non-woven fiber. Yes, it's very constructed.
Yeah, actually, like Hongik University, we have like a textile art and fashion design department has related to the program. We have it already. So we suggested, what if we use like a dakjogi,
K paper,
wood perf.
Oh yeah,
to
wood
make
perf,
yes.
K paper. So it was like a great idea. We usually using the wood perf to make like artwork by hand.
Yeah.
So maybe I will show you later. But it's like a really good suggestion to make it together.
Yes.
Like textile art and architecture.
Yeah. So just imagine it. If we could build building like this, it'd be really beautiful.
Right.
So that's the start. That's the starting point
moment.
of our collaboration.
Yes. So this finally this project is our first co-creation project, and combination of sustainable materiality and innovation and traditional architectural elements and textures, like this. So, Professor Kim Jong-un, I know construction is like very, very crucial issue, right? In architecture, creating this kind of pavilion. How did you technically solve problem?
Yeah.
And what kind of new?
I'm gonna explain the boring part, the technical part of the.
Technical is very, very important. I think, because we need scientists. Actually, we are just artists and designers. We don't know how to use computing. When you mentioned about algorithm, something, what is algorithm? We didn't know. So it's really, really, exciting to listen.
So actually making it larger is not that easy. I mean, when you make it like 30 centimeter by 30 centimeter, it's not. I mean, it's hard, but it's very different.
Size.
It's very different from the building scale. So I needed some like recent technology, something like algorithmic design. So this image specifically shows the optimization process.
Optimization sounds very difficult. Optimization. Yes.
So I needed to analyze the structural part of the surface of the facade of the exhibition booth. So this is showing the knowledge based analysis. So it's a boring part, but I definitely need this to build it in an architectural scale. So I also we use like machine aided fabrication technique.
Is it?
Because it's large, so we could build it by hand, of course. So we use CNC machine in this case.
So it used as a molding, right? I just only know. Only know this. Only know this. So so maybe we can listen more about later after we see the video, because we really need to know about what is the paper. In this moment, actually, we need to really introduce our project detail in terms of fiber and paper casting process with CNC machine and algorithm is going to be combined together. So this K-paper video helps you understand how Korean paper is creating. So this video is also supported by Korea Culture Center in China. It's free copyright, so you can enjoy it. We can cut a bit of video because of time limitation. Please understand this, editing this. Let's watch video together now. Yes, this is fiber dark pulse. You just saw how it make it to the paper. Maybe you can understand a bit. So we're gonna show this. Yes, this is dark fiber part material in our window too. This one.
This the original material.
Oh,
right?
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This wood fiber. I mean, when you look
From
at
the tree.
Yeah, from the tree, you could make it.
Okay.
So we
Yes, Professor Kim Jong Kim. Actually, we had really fun of making prototype and sampling creation. Could you explain more about fiber materials interest process with students? Actually, we did together. Yes, it was really fun, right?
Right. So we have like a first workshop to make a sampling, like a prototype. So not only making paper, but also we make a surface design using K paper.
Is it you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, it's like a school, like a working space, and so we make a small pieces. And yes, that's it. Like
I was there
very
too.
thin and translucent. It's really very easy to make it, but we had a more like time to dry it and make more like a stand up itself. So maybe in China or other like Oriental area, we make it this special like papers.
Yes.
So this is our first sampling. We made by hand. So like we usually artists make by hand. And it is really time consuming work. So maybe like 20 hours.
There are many layers,
really
right?
Small, but it's really takes time.
Size very small, but it's
so
very.
it was a really great like opportunity to using CNC machine to larger scale,
Yes,
like
save
bigger
time.
scale.
Yes. We
So
just say save time, a lot of time.
It's like a human scale is really good idea and amazing to make it. So we couldn't stand up like So this is the second workshop, and the students are from different area based on architecture, based on
Fine arts.
painter,
Fine arts.
They're
or
all
like
different.
design.
It's like a multidisciplinary
it's like a
course.
really
cool. Give us like very good moment gathering
collaboration.
together and having different courses. And
we usually using like usually like a positive space, positive part, but we need like a negative part. So actually negative part made by machine, like a CNC machine, and we using by hand and making it more positive space using like a K paper. So by hand also like time consuming work. They don't.
After they finish, they're all very happy,
like
right?
10 hours later, it took like 10, 20 hours and 12 hours. So it was like 4 a.m. in the morning.
They couldn't sleep at all. Work so hard.
It's really a hard job.
I see. And also
But it was like great. They're like smiling. It's like a dog.
because everything's finished.
And
this paper we only use this a perf and also
And
just water.
Yeah,
That's it. And
that's it.
some kind of pressure.
It's very like eco-friendly. We don't use like chemical glue.
They are very sustainable.
Also like translucent come through the light is really like an important part. And there is a hard part and soft part to put together. So it was like a gray.
Yes, and
it's like amazing.
Also this is like very irregular surfaces because it's natural fibers. I mean, surface is not very even, not perfect. So it looks very natural. I really like it, right?
So sometimes like it's like an artist work. It's like artist.
Yes, it looks like artist
But
work.
it's like making the final work is more like architecture.
Architectural
perfect
wall
way.
or architectural window. That's why we call it like window 2.0. It's next generation
Is
window.
it concrete enough?
I
Not
think so.
very-
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope. I think it's like having potential for
Right.
ecosystem. Also, sustainable issue is very crucial point in the design area as well. So this is very meaningful, I think.
So we are more focusing on like a material making more
Yes.
like harder and harder.
Yes.
Like by layering.
Yes.
So
To make a concrete shape.
right. So that's like a finer.
Yeah, so some of the part is very thin, some of the part is very thick.
Yes.
Thick part is making stable construction, right?
Yeah. The making thickness of it was the challenge. And the thick
Yeah.
part is going to be the structural part.
Yeah.
And the thin part is going to be the translucent part. So this kind of integration of transparency
Yeah.
and the structure.
Yes. As you can see in this corridor, I would like to mention about that. We can see CNC panel for paper molding. On the left side, you can see the panel. On the right side is the paper itself, paper construction on the right side
Right.
together. So when you walk through, it's all together.
Yeah.
It's coexisted in the same place.
Yes, that's right.
That
yeah.
is, yeah.
So the left part is kind of hard part. The right part is the soft part, soft and transparent part.
Yeah.
So we kind of try to enjoy the juxtaposition of the two materials.
Yes, it's very meaningful, facing with value of tradition, handcraft, and also like scientific way, innovative. I can say innovation, innovative
I think so.
technology together. And also we applying for the patent.
Yeah. We're still waiting for it.
Waiting for it. Hopefully we can have it,
Yeah,
right?
yes, it takes long.
Yeah, it takes a long time, but so it reflects on our contemporary lives, like a mixture and coexistence, tradition and modern. So, and also it's a new interpretation of our traditional elements. And one interesting point is itself coexisting itself, right? I mean, normally Korean traditional window needs wood frame
Yeah.
Right.
and Korean paper bonding together, right? On the right side, you can see, everybody can see. But our new window too is like window itself.
Yes, it's all integrated, all one material, same making process. So
Yeah.
it's all about integration of material.
Yeah, that is very interesting point, I think. Separated background surface and frame become, I think, one. That is main point. So we can say it's window itself, right? And then we just show some kind of hand oaks images on the screen with projector over there. And then so many people visit here and very
Right.
had
Yeah.
it fun, right?
So government.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seoul City Mayor was
Oh
there.
yes, yeah.
And citizens. are
Yeah, citizens
like,
also. So many people visited, and it was a really happy moment. And then this is the maybe you took a photo before people visit, right?
Yes.
Yes. This is the clean shape of ours. This is our.
It's like
These are three of us together.
2 years younger than.
Oh yes, we become old now. Yeah, it's like 2018, and then we can say this project is very fascinating because including Korean metaphor, lyrics,
Right.
and the concept of reinterpretation about tradition.
Right.
So there's innovation as well. So hopefully it reflects on coexistence by generation to generation in the
Right.
future.
Right.
Now, next, it's let's talk about program run by Seoul Metropolitan Government, where famous Korean Oriental painter named Saerom stayed.
Right.
We really need to congratulate on this,
Well,
right?
Yeah, yesterday we
Yeah.
good news.
I didn't know. Everybody knew, but I didn't know. Actually, we all together applied for this, but he got it finally.
Yeah, so that's a kind of historic house that is owned by the city government, and they want to commemorate the owner of the house. The owner was the traditional artist. His name is Saerom. So the house name is like from the owner's name, and then Saerom, he was like a traditional ink painter, I would say.
Yeah.
That was one of his most famous artwork.
So actually, I visited Baeryong Hanok before, but it's closed because of COVID-19.
Yeah.
So I couldn't actually take a photo, but I was very, very looking forward to seeing inside. I heard that it's very cozy and peaceful place before, and very enjoyable moment. Maybe I can enjoy it. So yes, this private house now become public house, right?
Yeah, everyone's house.
Yes, that's becoming everyone's house. So we're gonna run what kind of program we're gonna run. We're gonna explain about this point. So before that, I see. So this house we want to see inside, right? So we're gonna see the video inside. Let's move on to the video now.
Yes.
Oh yes, this is a very cozy and peaceful place, right?
Yeah, it's a very nice place.
Yeah, I really want to see inside. If we have a very good program inside, maybe people visit and share our ideas. It's gonna be really fun, right? Yes, this is the window shape. And yeah, I heard Professor Kim Jung-hyun running plans with elements of architecture, art, and humanity.
Yeah.
I heard this kind of program issues before.
I thought it should be like not only for artists, but also architecture students and architects, and also like humanists, like novelists and like scholars. So I thought it would be really nice if we could accommodate those people inside of the house, and then we are going to exhibit as the Baeryong's artwork as well as contemporary artists
as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be really.
Yeah, the first one, like left one is more like a traditional Korean paintings by Baeryong. And 1954, he like more put like perspective there. It's really moved to like contemporary things.
Oh, okay.
So nowadays more like
Abstract way.
abstract way, and more like subject matter is moved to in cities and around us is more like contemporary things. They put together like a traditional painting using the method and put their like concept or like theme is focusing on like our everyday life, ordinary life subject matters here. So it's interesting to put together and put like a permanent exhibition. We are curating about from the traditional way to like contemporary things and more young generation. It's really nice idea put together and showing like every like movement in Korean like traditional painting to show
from the old generation to the new generation.
Right. It's like a generation to generation.
Yeah, we can see the different environment as well because the old painting they show like mountain, tree, very natural resources.
Right.
But now they come to contemporary artists, they watching they grown up with all the buildings.
Yeah.
So they just draw the building. Their environment is different. We can notice pieces, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and also like putting like more colors here.
Oh yeah,
Like a very
more
different way.
vibrant.
Right.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah, this is the
Wow.
Professor Kim Jong-hook's artwork.
I know this.
This one is we visited her solo
Yeah.
exhibition. I visit actually every time you did.
Right.
Actually, it's very inspirational. I like interactive elements here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like planning to creating like a more like participate art here. So this is my work. So I'm more interested in the relationship between like people and the cities, the story about myself. And I brought the idea here to what if we make everyone's ideas put here to
Together.
together making one artwork installation. So there are like small modules with the hexagon the shape, and there's like a 30 by 30 centimeter. It's like we kind of together put together and assemble together. And the ways are the different ways, so it could be really nice to everyone come, not background on like art,
Regardless
like,
of their background.
every
They can
citizen,
experience
they
inside.
draw it and they like making art and
So it's all like a
together.
participatory thing, right?
So
Yeah.
maybe we cannot expect what's gonna be right because
Right.
the citizens gonna do something different from ours. So it's gonna be fun, and every time they do something, the
it's
visual is
growing
gonna be
up,
all
right?
different and growing up, assembling.
Yes,
Like
that's really
Yeah.
nice to as like myself as artist. It's like a really experience.
yes,
to
yes.
me.
And also
So-
the how can I say the shadow,
Right.
the light elements is so very interesting, right?
Mhm.
So we better see the video as
Yeah.
So I really want to show this to other audiences about your work.
To show
So
that.
let's
That's great
let's
idea.
look at this now.
Yeah, this is like at Jisun Gallery.
Oh yeah.
It's nearby Barium's house. Like, that area is
Northern
really,
part of Seoul,
right? There's
It's
like
very near, yeah.
Yeah, so
There's all traditional places there.
Right.
It's very historic
and
district.
historical
Yeah.
places.
So usually art like exhibition area like for as an artist we suggest like a really white cube and the exhibition area
Yeah.
is using like a really good like lighting and
Big
settings.
spaces.
Yeah, big space. But
We have that kind of
I'm-
stereotype.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerning about is it possible to make it?
Yeah. So it's relatively small space.
Right.
Yeah.
that's
Maybe
right,
we
but-
can see the space inside, right?
Yeah. But I thought it would be enough to hold, like, if we could exhibit like small pieces of artwork. I mean, it would be enough space for like 50, 100
Like
like
this.
for artworks.
I heard
So-
you guys visit there, the small exhibition places. Like, so you think that is corridor and the space is small, but you think
I think
the
so. I
exhibition
think
is gonna
it'd be
not small?
Yeah, it's not
Okay.
small. It's like more dense space for an exhibition. And I found some artists are just communicating each other. I mean, in this space, I thought I was kind of very moved because it's the communication of artists were happening there. So
So the space scale is not
It's not
very-
important.
Not
Yeah,
important.
it's
I
more
saw
about
some
the
kind of
content.
musicians doing their tiny desk concert as well.
yeah.
So it's
Exactly,
like that kind
exactly.
of concept is
Right.
quite relevant, right? Yeah. So
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 I can see I can wait to see it.
Yeah,
personally.
I'm really
How
looking
make
forward
it,
to
like,
how we're gonna make it.
installation is
Yes,
like,
yes. So it's gonna be on a magazine too. So nice.
Yes. We are gonna all add up all the processes, all the artworks, all the the things we did, all put together to a published form.
Oh.
It's curated magazine, so we are gonna publish that, and just come to visit us, and then maybe one of us could welcome you.
right.
Is it going to be series, some kind of series publication?
I think so. Yeah,
Depends on
it's gonna
concept,
be
depends on maybe
depends
our
on the
concept,
title. I
concept.
think the theme.
Wow, that's very good. And then maybe we can just show this also online
Right.
promotion as well,
sure, yeah.
not only publication.
Yeah, because
right?
the COVID-19 situation
Yes,
is,
yes. Okay, and this is Bukchon Hanok Village where Barium House is. We really want to recommend all the tourists to visit this place, having both tradition and modern elements in Seoul. There are the map. I put it. There's you can see there's a palace.
Right.
Maybe some of the people already visited there. Yeah,
that's nice.
That is very nice
Yeah.
place. And there are many craft shops as well. We can learn something, creating paper lighting or other craft shops over there. So it's gonna be really
And
good
exhibition
experience.
too.
Yeah,
Right.
there's so many
Many galleries.
good gallery,
Yeah.
high quality galleries over
Right.
there. So I really want you to visit there. So as you say, I think Korean art and design can be reinterpreted and created in new forms while sharing our spaces and history. That is very, very good project.
Right.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we can be that is the elements
Right.
of tradition. Yes, inherited in various forms. So. Thank you for coming us and sharing with a
Thank
good,
you.
meaningful two projects for of us. Thank you. So everyone, we're gonna have a few minutes intermission. Then we see in session 3 with another guest. So, but don't leave. Please listen us, and then
I see.
we have to have a lunch together.
Right.
So
Okay.
and have some coffee.
Okay.
So.
See you guys in Seoul.
Oh yeah, see you guys. But I'm gonna see you in session 3. Don't go, okay? See you.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Shoes on, get up in the morning, cup of milk, let's rock and roll. Kink out, kick the drum, rolling on like a rolling stone. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. Ding dong, call me on my phone, nice tea, and I'll get my ping pong. This is getting heavy, can't hear the bass, boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beach treated like money. This love all alone, I'm into that, I'm good to go, I'm diamond, you know I glow. Hey, so let's go. Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey, shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bring a friend, join the crowd. We wanna come along. Word up, top, just move every up the wall. Day or night, sky's the light, so we dance to the break of dawn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I get the medicine, so you should keep your eyes on the ball.
This is getting heavy, can you hear the bass? Boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey, yeah, this beat to treat like money. And this girl overload, I'm into that, I'm good to go, I'm down, you know I'm glow. And let's go! Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night light. Hey, shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa, whoa. It's dynamite. It's dynamite. Shining through the city with a little funky soul. So I'ma light it up like dynamite. Whoa, na 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 na. na 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 eh. Na 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 eh. Light it up, dynamite. Na 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 eh. Na 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 eh. Na 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 eh. Light it up, dynamite. 'Cause I'm in stars tonight. So watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shining through the city with a little fucking sun. Light it up like dynamite. This is so watch me bring the fire, set the night alight. Shining through the city with a little fucking sun. Light it up like dynamite.
Welcome back to Studio Session 3. Earlier, we talked about connectivity and coexistence. This time, I'm going to talk about the future of Korea. So what will our scientific leap toward and future lifestyle look like? And when our imaginations become reality? Today, the last session, I invite special guest here, Ahn Sohee. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Welcome. Yes, she is. Just leave. She is working in NTIS team of KeyStep as an assistant researcher. So I'm really wondering about what is KeyStep about. I don't know that much.
Yeah, well, KeyStep stands for Korea Institute of S&T Planning and Evaluation, which is very long, right? It is basically a government-funded institution, and main functions of KeyStep are future foresight, and S&T policy planning.
Oh, sounds very different.
Yeah, R&D program evaluation, and the feasibility studies. Yeah, and it sounds rather difficult, right? So if I put it in simple way, I think KeyStep provides the future vision and strategies and guidelines for the national R&D system. It's still difficult, right?
But it sounds like very important role there about that. Maybe we can see inside detail about this. Actually, I heard you currently work in KeyStep and also working at Yonsei University on PhD program. And also I heard a good news. You're producing book about wearable issue with you. Could you introduce it a bit briefly?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm currently doing my PhD degree in management of technology. And the students in the course, we conducted research on how new technologies can change our daily lives in the future. And I just forgot the book there. And we finally came up with the book called Techno Sapiens.
Yeah. And did you bring it?
Yes, there.
Oh, maybe
I can give it to you later.
Yes, over there. Her book over there. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe we can show you later.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why I just put my. Oh, this over there. Can you pass me? We want to show.
Thank you.
Yes. This one?
Yeah, this is
looks very.
give it to you.
Oh,
It's a
for
present.
free?
Yes,
Thank
yes, for
you. It's techno science.
Sapiens.
Sapiens, sorry, not science. Techno sapiens. Sounds very difficult, but looks very cool.
Yeah, and this book covers 11 different areas of our daily lives.
Okay.
Like fashion, food, housing, and education and so on. And I did my research in the fashion area.
Oh, that's why I put smart textile images
sure.
over there.
And I
Relevant to you.
I wrote about the 3D printing and smartware and AR/VR technologies which applied in the fashion industry.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, sounds very nice. It's all about our future. It sounds very difficult, but maybe everybody is very interested in this topic, right? Like wearable devices and also textile elements and fashion is all relevant.
True.
Right? So actually, we are living in this era with speed. So the the speed can, you can see that the cartoon there. I was very, very interested in actually. When I was a child, I was very fascinated about this kind of cartoon.
Yeah.
Actually, there was no Wi-Fi and no laptop, everything, but they already create wearable devices, watch, and then laptop, and they call. Do you have any kind of remember anything like this?
Yeah, I do actually, and it's just in the slide you just showed. I really loved watching called Chakjeon, which is in Korean. And
Oh yes,
I
this
think
one.
yes, that one.
I put it for you.
Thank you very much.
You
I
like
really loved it, and I think the
okay.
English title is in Knight Rider.
Mhm.
And in that TV series, there is a incredible car called
Mhm.
KIT, and
Okay.
which is like full of cutting edge technologies.
Mm.
So KIT is artificially intelligent
Mhm.
and also autonomous car,
Mhm.
and is controlled by wearable device.
Yes.
And at that time, I think it was so unrealistic.
Yeah, that is just imagination, right?
Yes, but if I think about it now, everything is possible
Mhm.
in this in time,
Mhm.
and also just amazing that it comes true.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
So, actually, I just brought before I show the PPT, I want to show my things, personal stuff, like a YouTuber. This is my CD player. Long time ago when I was young. Yeah, but actually it's working. Actually, it's work as well. But at the time when I bought this, it's portable. Portable meaning is like very small, but actually in that moment it's very small. It's portable. But if we say it's portable, everybody's gonna, are you crazy? Because sensors gonna be invisible, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, getting invisible, getting smaller, invisible. So this kind of thing is like my just history in my just memory. So maybe everybody have this kind of materials there. Yes, it's gonna be good example. I want to ask about the Korean government strategies. You mentioned before.
Yeah, as you mentioned, like AI and those industries are very important. And the Korean government is also aware of the importance of these future industries and is making efforts to increase investment and also create an ecosystem. Also, Korean government invest heavily in the creation of innovative structure, such as you can see in the slide, DNA we call, and it's data network AI.
Oh, that is DNA.
Yes.
Sounds very
funny, right?
Sounds interesting.
And in
Interesting
addition,
for me.
the government chose like big three industries. You can see biohealth, future transportation, and system semiconductor to provide strategic support.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be the Korean government's future strategies,
Yes.
right? Mainly. This one is just the sentences. When I visit Milan, I visited Hyundai car, and then they just mentioned about the future energy and stealth set free. They mentioned about this. I was very interested in their autonomous cars display, so I just put it a bit. You can see and read. Before we go, we want to see another interview with Samsung. Jung Juho is actually my friend. He's working in Samsung SDI. He just talked about our future digital lifestyle. So let's move on to the video now.
안녕하세요. 저는 삼성 SDI에서 근무하고 있는 정주호라고 합니다. 제가 하고 있는 일은 전자재료 소재에서 디스플레이 소재에 사용되고 있는 컬러 레시트 개발을 담당하고 있고 파트 리더를 맡고 있습니다. 여러분은 미래의 디지털 라이프 스타일이 어떻게 변화가 될 거라고 생각하십니까? 제가 생각하는 디지털 라이프는 이제 생활 속으로 모든 게 다 들어온다고 생각합니다. 집에 있는 인테리어나 아니면 우리가 생활 속에서 갖고 오는 그 시계나 그런 쪽에 몸 자체에 다 들어오기 때문에 좀 더 밀접한 관계가 있을 거라고 생각합니다. 집 자체 안에 인테리어가 된다든지 아니면 자동차 자체도 AI 시스템을 도입하면서 집 그 생활의 공간이 되기 때문에 그 디스플레이 요소들이 다 안으로 들어올 것 같습니다. 특히 새로운 센서 시장의 급증에 따라서 그 자동차에는 자율주행 때문에 센서가 급증하게 더 많이 사용될 거고요. 그 다음에 옷이나 그 기타 재료에도 센서 시스템이 도입이 될 것 같습니다. 예전에 디스플레이는 빛을 나가서 사람이 보는 거였다고 하면은 최근에는 센서와 같이 빛이 들어와서 그거를 정보화되고 그 정보를 다시 컴퓨터에 연결함으로써 우리 삶에 새로운 도움이 될 수 있는 시스템으로 바뀌고 있습니다. 오히려 더 삶에 더 가까워지고 있는 거죠. 실제로 그 센서 같은 게 그 생활에 도입이 됨으로써 자동차 같은 경우에는 뭐 후방 선밀러 같은 게 없어진다든지 아니면 뒤로 볼 수 있는 그 유리 같은 시스템이 더 없어지니까 오히려 디자인에 대한 자율도는 더 높아질 거로 예상이 되고요. 핸드폰 같은 경우에도 센서가 도입됨으로써 이게 실제로 더 많은 걸 봐야 되기 때문에 그 길이 같은 게 또 제한이 됩니다. 그렇기 때문에 그 모양 자체에 대한 폼에 대한 그 영향을 더 지속적으로 영향을 서로 교류하면서 받을 것 같습니다. 안녕하세요. 저는 삼성.
Yes, Principal Engineer Jung Juho talked about expanding the self-driving car and sensor market. Modern Movies is researching and introducing technologies to prevent danger by recognizing pedestrian location. And in order to define different situations, it seems very important to accumulate data that recognizes the movement or patterns, right? Technological refinement is required to reduce image recognition errors. Advances in AI technologies are very important topic in Korea, right? So I heard our country is building an AI center. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I've heard about that. And the construction of AI data center will begin in Gwangju City by the end of this year. And it is a key infrastructure for AI industry and will be completed by 2022, I think.
Oh, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, with a total investment of 98 billion Korean won, which is roughly, I think, 98 billion.
98 billion won is a lot.
Yes, it is.
Is it possible complete by 2023? It's very soon.
Yeah, it's very ambitious target, I think.
Okay, very interesting. Actually, I have very bad sense of direction. Like I want to show this before. Yeah, very bad of direction. So I drive with 2 navigation normally on. I think it comes from time to time when I go into another task while driving, or I can concentrate. Sometimes I cannot concentrate. I'm very afraid of accident as well.
True.
So especially when many couples are moving when their children on board, I think it's often difficult to focusing on, right?
Yeah. I heard that there are observations that autonomous vehicles will be very popular in the future. And if you look at the Kia's READ system.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah. The concept of preparing for the era of emotional driving is presented, assuming that the self-driving vehicles has become already popular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the main idea is that the car checks the driver's biological conditions and then designs an environment that satisfies driver's 5 senses as an individual interior space.
Okay.
And also, as the principal engineer of Samsung SDI mentioned in the interview, it is predicted that the electronic devices will enter our daily lives and transform into a natural external environment.
Okay. So this kind of thing is I just heard that infotainment is quite new for me.
Yeah, I think it is particularly for the autonomous cars, vehicles, and it is quite developing now. And I'm now commuting very long distance to work. And if I get these autonomous cars, and I would love to enjoy the infotainment, like watching movies and also enjoying music, something like that.
Oh, okay. There was an interview and somebody said, sensor market, oh yeah, yes, it's the Samsung statement. And then he said, sensor market is also going to be very big, right? And then also he mentioned about autonomous car and also VR, this kind of thing. So yes, and as you can see, VR, when it comes to VR, this game is coming out, right? They definitely can game. So I think the game market will be most active, right?
True.
So the VR market is must for the future industry. So VR is being applied to various fields, including rehabilitation, psychotherapy, game entertainment, and shopping. So if you look at Samsung Be Fearless, this one is Be Fearless. Some of the people having fear of some kind of trauma, fear of the heights, that maybe is getting less down. Maybe they can. Yes, like this is better. So VR market is growing up now, and then personally,
This is the one Samsung Fearless.
oh yeah, this is also Samsung Fearless. So also Samyuk University, one of the universities studying education that uses it. It helps patients to understand the process of responding to various diseases that can be experienced in real life and utilizing ICT technology. Yeah, personally, I watched this program made by MBC with tears in my eyes. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. I did watch, and
I couldn't watch it without tears.
Yes,
so sad. Actually, the mom lost her child. Baby was very sick and passed away. She couldn't meet her anymore in entire her life. But with VR technology, she met her. Actually, yes, this is not real daughter, but she could meet her and had some food and celebrate her birthday. It's like, I don't know, it's emotionally, it can be also used with VR. That's really, really good. Yes, so cyberspace and this kind of technology, some people just thinking it's skeptical, but I think it's gonna be our future, I think. So now we have another interview video. Kang Saerom, pre-interviewer, and the head of GRAFF luxury brand about market change, UR experience. Let's look at her interview.
When you're thinking about the luxury brands or the major fashion houses launching, you have to actually look at the Korean market and then research fully in the Korean market context. Target clients and all the markets are quite interesting if you analyze the Korean market. And Korean impact is very important. So if you look at the market size, it's just not only about the sales volume of the country, but it's actually because of the contents inside, and also the trends in Korea is very interesting. And that's actually one of the pioneer that you can test something globally. So what I mean by that, I will explain. Korean market from the 2017, the Korean market has been placed 4th place, following the USA, China, and Japan. Especially for the fashion handbags, Korean people are so love to it, and then it's astonishing development in the luxury market. So because of that, all the major luxury brands and then luxury houses are considering to open the flagship stores in Korea with enormous spaces with a lot of content to communicate with the Korean clients, and they are even very stubborn to take and then to keep their heritage and their style. They are researching the Korean style, and then they are actually making those designs to fit into the Korean clients, especially for the millennials, because the millennials, like especially Korean millennials, they have a lot of money and they are a very successful businessman with creating content or either creating a lot of different things. So those impacts are a very good aspect that all the major houses looking at. And the other thing is basically the digital platform development is very interesting as well in Korea, because before, even like 5 to 6 years ago, all the luxury brands never really thought about to communicate with their clients by using the SMS, for example, the Kakao Talk or either Neighbor blog. They think it is quite is not right for them. But however, these days, the Chanel, Dior, Louis Vuitton, and Van Cleef & Cartier, they are all using the Kakao channel, and then they are using some of the different very open and mass communication channels. They so they could communicate with the clients in both ways. At the same time, they try to meet the older young generation with that kind of marketing channel. So those are actually one of the revolution in the luxury market, because before they have some perception that the luxury market is only they can experience those kind of like high luxury and very detailed experience in the offline. But these days, even the online, they can get all the information about brands, and then they can experience the new product launching with a VR experience. So they can look at it with the videos, and then they can communicate whether they can they like it or not. So the brands actually get the direct feedback straight away after they are launching their product via the SNS. So this is one of the powerful thing. And then South Korea is a perfect market to actually to test those kind of things, because we are highly connected in IT wise, and also all the revolution has been like tested in the Korean market, and everything has been tested and kind of like accepted by all the segments. So all the major brands are actually communicate, or either they can double check if there is anything they can add on, and then localize it into the different market, and then they can use their formulation straight away later on. So Korean market, I would say, is very important in the luxury market, and they actually give the major brands chance to think about the revolution. In addition, I really do think that Korean market is very interesting. It's not because of the contents, it's not just only because of the highly developed IT system.
Yeah.
What do you think Korean market is interesting? It's because it's Korean people. The Korean people has
Right.
something cannot explain as with a one sentence, but we love to challenge ourselves, and then we are not worried to make any mistakes, and we are like going forward, and then we never actually give up. Those kind of like the national characters actually make us develop all the time, and I think that's why our market is very interesting.
Oh, yes, as she said, she felt the change of the market since 2017. Actually, it is true. Luxury brand used to focusing on offline market. Actually, it's amazing. We all experience alone makes expenses purchases as well. So, have you ever heard about Tom's Digital Life?
Yes, it is said that the physical experience in offline space, strengthened by combining digital technologies with convenience, which is an online strength. And the colors of lipstick can be felt as if it's real in your own lips through AR technologies.
Not real experience, right?
No, but it looks like real. It feels like real.
Oh, yeah. We can say this kind of people like mood dependent. As technology advances, more and more buyers seems to rely on it. And so, do you feel when you shop?
No, I haven't actually experienced it yet. But I'd love to get some advices from AI stylists on what to wear and what kind of pair of shoes go with your clothes, something like that.
For me, I rely on AI sometimes when I go shopping on the mobile phone.
You do already, yeah.
Yeah, they suggest my taste. So that is quite comfortable for me. So maybe it depends on people, I think. So I think mood dependents who want fast shopping and seek extreme convenience but expect AI to suggest this isn't my story. It's a feeling of being involved in human emotion and psychology, right? This one you can see VR shopper AI service Pixie Vision function. It will be visual simulation in advance, like this. Lotte home shopping VR street. Yeah. So already many companies, big enterprises, they are investing money about this kind of functional functions in mobile devices. It's also luxury brands as well. Gucci is also using their own app for this, for market purposes. And then when you buy goods, you can simulate in advances. We don't need to go there, and then we just try to fit in the spaces, and then you can use it. Yes, so we can say this kind of people like ex-shopper.
In fact, 70% of Chinese millennials said they are interested in playing with their friends in VR environment using VR, and also 58% said they felt happy when using new digital products.
Yes, a neighbor and KakaoTalk also having shopping experience for all Koreans. It has the advantage of being able to shop intuitively, like easy to access and yes.
In addition to shopping and Kakao Taxi, the company's goal is to develop an ecosystem based on the influence of AI platform. And the company named their slogan "Connect and Solve," which is related to our topic of the day. And it seems that Kakao predicts the future will be super connectivity and is focusing on developing an integrated platform.
Oh, yes. Sounds very big. And then their strategies is like very globally can be spread out, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And also just kind of systems coming to our home. We expand these areas into our home as well. So there's a saying that creativity and aesthetic experience are highly intelligent enjoyed by humans. I'm really looking forward to what our future digital lifestyle and will look like with art, design, and science. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, the session 3 is very difficult topic, and then, but I was very inspired by you, and you gave me like this kind of good book. There's so many information in there about our future digital life. So I'm gonna read it and then share with other people.
Enjoy it.
Hopefully, hopefully I can understand this. Sounds very difficult, very scientific ways. Thank you for coming and then joining. Joining us, everybody. And then also, don't leave it because we have one more thing. One comment sentence video, and then we after that we're gonna say come all together and then say goodbye. Okay. Let's look at the video first.
나의 예술은
Korean's fundamental power.
디지털 라이프는
디자인은
관심이죠. 기술과 디자인의 조율이라고 생각합니다.
정치적 이념은 뛰어넘는 공간에 대한 이야기입니다.
한국의 경쟁력입니다.
from the passion. The passion never dries.
평범한 일상에게 외치는 연주이다.
즐거움이다.
We want to say goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching us. This is Changyang University students, Gyuri. So Yeayeon, Dongshik, Songhee, come here. It's okay. Everybody's helping us very well. See you soon, everybody. Bye bye. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye bye.